Hello, everybody. This is George Shears again with my haiku for non-duality, a non-duality primer, volume 2. I'm assuming that you have already watched volume 1. If not, you can find that just preceding this volume on my YouTube channel, and I invite you to watch that before watching this one. Haiku for Non-Duality, 11323, 7:25 to 8:10 a.m. Non-duality is the essential key view to heaven on earth. All of the world's woes have their roots in the wrong view of separateness. This is the main sin of all us current humans, our great ignorance or ignorance. It's the deep meaning of the myth from Genesis of our fall from grace. It's the nakedness of this deep wrong view that we are not all one. That it's pure madness is self-evidently clear for all eyes to see. Seamless unity appears everywhere we look, but we ignore it. From our birth onward, we've come to believe this lie at horrific cost. Haiku for Non-Duality, 1:14:23, 7:24 to 8:12 a.m. Materialism, the religion of our time, is wrong view supreme. Steeped in it from birth, it's become our quote-unquote Plato's cave, where we're quote-unquote bound in chains. Entranced by shadows, we fail to see the bright light that produces them. This pure awareness is what frees us from our chains and addictive dreams. All elusive quote-unquote things exist only in our minds instead of quote-unquote out there. To see this clearly is the quote truth that sets us free, our true salvation. Non-duality is the way to see clearly this quote-unquote pearl beyond price. Awareness is all, the one without a second, radiant presence. Haiku for Non-Duality, 1:15:23, 8 to 9 a.m. Imagine now if not two became the new norm, a clear fact of life. Seamless unity, just as the earth is a sphere, would then be, quote unquote, of course. Awareness, we know, binds us together as one, with no exceptions. Harming, quote unquote, others then would be an oxymoron. There are no others. The old golden rule would supervene above all. We'd love like the sun. Try this on for size. And I think you will see all that it would change. Love would replace fear. Can you imagine how that would transform the world? Teilhard de Chardin called this, quote unquote, the omega point, finding fire again. For those who may not be familiar with Teilhard de Chardin's famous quote, it's, quote, someday, after mastering the winds, the waves, the tides, and gravity, we shall harness for God the energies of love, and then, for a second time in the history of the world, man will have discovered fire, unquote. Haiku for Non-Duality, 1:17:23 a.m. When we were first born, no separateness existed. We were all just, quote unquote, this. Not two was our life. We were free of all labels and thus of all, quote unquote, things. Non-duality was all we knew here and now. We were awareness. That fact has not changed. But in order to survive, we learn to perceive, quote unquote, others. Mama and Daddy was how this training began, and then consumed us. Slowly but surely, we bought into the fiction of separateness. We, of course, then learned to project a quote-unquote world out there of separate quote-unquote things. This fictional world then became our quote-unquote Plato's cave, our self-made prison. So once again, folks, thanks much for your interest. That's all for now, but please stay tuned to this space for Volume 3 that I hope will be coming up soon. Bye for now.